Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When the questions are asked, and if the teacher is intelligent enough to pinpoint the standpoint from where this question has come, then only the answer becomes satisfying. But many times what happens, the question is asked and we go on arguing and explaining and there is no end to it. But if the teacher knows why this question has come to this man, then in one go, in 2 seconds, the satisfactory answer is given. For example, one gentleman asked me this question. Swamiji, if somebody is trying to do something and he is putting all efforts, but somehow nothing is happening, what should he do? So I told him, he should do something. Then I told him, I said, look here, when you go to the doctor, do you ask him a question like this? Doctor Saab, if suppose somebody is having a dysentery and he is having a high fever, what should you do? We don't ask this thing. We go to the doctor and tell, Doctor Saab, I am leaking non-stop, please plug it. This is the way. I said, don't become a philosophical person when you ask questions. Straight away you ask that my wife beats me, what should I do? Then I can explain. Therefore, the questions tell the quality of the man's life, where he or she is. Otherwise, all the time, our questions are hardly any questions. They are only complaints. Swamiji, my mind is so disturbed. Swamiji, I become too angry. Then what do I do? See? On the contrary, if you have got an inquiring mind, then you will come to know that every question erupts from the seed, and that seed is called as Mr. Somebody. Somebody will always have some question. Nobody will have no question. And we are not one somebody. We are a poultry farm inside. Sometimes we are husband, father, mother, brother, sister, husband, wife, boss, subordinate, citizen, driver, so many of them. And from every one of them, you have seen, in our digital world, the pops come out. You get that character? Like one man asked the other man, hey, how come you always remain cool? What is the secret? No, I don't argue with the fools. And whenever they say anything, I said, you are right. This is the way I keep cool. But is it not too wrong to say like that? You are right. This time you have realized. See? Don't get lost in this world. Question. That's why I am not interested in the question answer. It's only bringing out the garbage. See? So, when the questions are pertaining to the self, There are 4, 5 things. One, tat chintanam, tat kathanam, anyonyam tat prabodhanam, etad eka paratvam cha, brahmabhyasam vidurbudaha, tat chintanam. 24 we are in that mode. When you remain in that mode, everywhere you get messages. Everywhere. Every experience is so designed that we will get the message. But if we are blind, what can be done? Every experience of our life is a messenger. So, this student who approaches the teacher, he asks a question. Om kene shitam patati preshitam manaha kena pranaha prathama preti yuktaha kene shitam vachamimam vadanti chakshushrotram kau devo yunakti. Now the question is, kena ishitam and preshitam manaha. Similar question comes in Bhagavad Gita from Arjun. Atha kena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha anichannapi vaishneya baladiva niyojitaha. He Vaishneya, he Vrishni Kulotpanna, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, kindly tell, under whose compelling force a person goes the wrong way in his life. Atha kena prayuktoyam, the same word. Therefore, here this Upanishad is called as Kenopanishad, because it begins with the cane. One, there is a story, we will study that story in this Upanishad. When the story was going on, and I was talking to the students, school children, about this story. After the story was over, one girl got up. She said, Swamiji, you should change the name of this Upanishad. I said, what we should make? What is wrong in Kenopanishad? He said, no, you should make it Sugar Kenopanishad. It is so sweet. You know, in our tradition, we don't have numbers to the songs. If you see the Western music, they say, hey, play number 420. But here we have got everything is what is beginning together. Like, let's do Arti. Which Arti? Om Jai Jagdish Hare. So that has become the title of that Arti. See? Similarly, Ishavasya Upanishad. Why? Because it begins with the word Ishavasamidam Sarvam. Similarly, this Upanishad begins with the Kene Shitam, Kena Ishitam. Therefore, Keno Upanishad. So, what is said? Kena Ishitam and Preshitam, 2 things. Under whose lordship and under whose command. Lordship is the one who decides, who gives everything. And Preshitam is what is propelling us. So 2 words are the Ishitam, Preshitam. So we have to understand like this. I have a desire to scratch my face. So when my hand goes to the face and scratching, which is the power which is propelling my hand to the face to scratch? This is the question. So it will be, because there is a itch here, therefore the hand has gone. So itch is the propelling force. When I go to the dining hall, I go on eating. What is that which is making me eat the food? The hunger. Now here we have seen, who is the student? The student is dispassionate. He has no desires about the world. He has nothing to achieve in his life. Therefore, his question cannot be answered like Bhagavan Krishna answered Arjuna's question. Kama esha krodha esha rajoguna samudbhavaha. Who is compelling us to go the wrong way? The desire. But here the student is not under the influence of the desire. And yet, our mind keeps on moving here and there. So, two things. Although no desire, although we don't want to do anything, yet the mind keeps on functioning in its own field. What is that? Is the question. Ishitam means Ishwar, control, Ishwara. Preshitam, propeller. So we have to find out these two things. Who is the propeller and who is the controller? Because of which the mind is reveling or going in its own field. Now who will ask this question? Swamiji, my son doesn't study properly. What should I do? I'll study on his behalf. Okay. Therefore, I told you, this Upanishadic study is not for those who are still wanting to sort out the problems of their life. You go and suffer sufficiently, and one day come to discover that we are the most unwanted furniture in the whole world. Make best use of your life. Otherwise, whole life goes only in doing this, doing that. So this is the first question. Then second thing is, Kena prana prathama praiti yuktaha. What is that because of which the first breathing begins? Prana here means life. What is that because of which the life starts throbbing? It is said, when the fetus is growing in the womb's mother, up to the age of 5 months, any body is not there. It is only growth. And then at the age of 5 months, then the life starts manifesting in that. So what is that because of which the life starts expressing in the body? Kena prana prathama praitya. Kena ishitam imam vacham vadanti. Next question is, under whose control, Aishwarya, under whose lordship, the speech is able to talk? And chakshu shrotram kau devo yunakti, and eyes and the ears, etc., how they are able to function, under whose deva, the light, under whose light they become functional in this world. To summarize the whole question, what is that because of which the sense organs are functioning, the organs of actions are functioning, the life is throbbing, and the mind is reveling in their respective fields? What is that? Now, if a person is wanting a job and is running, you ask him, hey, why are you running around? To get a job. But if person is having no desire, nothing to get, nothing to protect, and if he is also under dynamic activity, then the question comes, come on yaar, why are you running around? So we only know that we function only under the influence of the desires. No, there is something higher than desire, because of which all activities are possible. See, there was one lady, I don't know where is she now, she had the very peculiar kind of gout. So it was so painful, all her joints. Coming from a very good rich family, she used to sleep, and next to her maid servant will also lie down or sit down. And when she has to lift her hand from the stomach, put it down, she could not because it was so painful. So she will tell the maid servant, hey, lift my right hand and put it down on the bed. So she will lift it slowly and she will cry, shout, and then the hand is kept down. So two powers are required. One power is her desire to remove the hand, but her desire is not enough. We require some other force. Those who are functioning under the influence of the desires, they don't realize that behind our desire there is another power because of which things are happening. Like many times somebody gets, the stroke, etc. So when the hand is hanging there and he wants to remove the fly sitting on his face and he wants to remove, but he can't lift it. The desire is there, but desire cannot be the ultimate force because of which the things are happening in life. There has to be something behind the desires also. This is the question. Therefore, what is that? Please tell me. Now, this question will be a filthy luxury for a samsari. Yeah, how does it matter? Let's go eat and forget about it. This is not everybody's bite. Therefore, as you have seen, in hospitals, how much crowds are there? And nobody is invited in the hospital. People go on their own. Then the temples and the churches, huge crowds. Because in the hospitals, unhealthy people go. In the temples, those people go who want to fulfill their desires. Therefore, it is rightly said, in the temple as well as outside the temple, there are only beggars. Both are begging. See? So our going to temple, etc. is desire fulfillment. Going to hospital is the unhealthy condition of the body. And going to gym, no crowds. There will be 20 those machines, workout machines, and all of them waiting. And hardly there is one or two persons. Exactly the same way. For this study, you will not get crowds. One day one person asked me this question, Swamiji, I am surprised how you talk to people. Hardly there are 5, 6 of them. Or there are 2,000. It makes no difference to you. I said, look here. I am not talking to anybody. I am talking to myself. If my talk will not influence me, how can it influence others? Because who is hearing first? First I am hearing. See? Then we have entered the gym. Those who are wanting to improve the world, they are social workers. Social service is not spirituality. It is called as NGO, non-godly organizations. When these questions about the mind are asked or about our life are asked, then the teacher answers. Oh, it is very simple, yaar. What is that? Shrotrasya shrotram manaso manoyat vachoha vacham sau pranasya pranaham chakshushash chakshuhu atimuccha dhiraha pretyasmat lokat amruta bhavanti. You ask me, what is that because of with the mind, blah, 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 function? Oh, it's very simple. It is the ear of the ear. It is the mind of the mind. It is the speech of the speech. It is the prana of the prana. It is the eyes of the eyes. He who thus knows this, they are liberated. So first he had a question. One. Now one more question is added. So I do not know about the ears, and you take the ear of the ear. Now what you have understood? Ear of the ear. See, friends. See, take one only example, eyes. Eyes have got 3 aspects. One is structural eye, because of which the names are given to these girls. One girl's name was Minakshi. Our NRI girl from USA. So she asked me, Swamiji, my name they have kept Minakshi. I don't know what is the meaning. I said, Minakshi means fishy eyes. See, not good eyes, fishy eyes. So, one is the structural eye, second is the functional eye. See. And third is that which is expressing as a vision through the structural eye. Three things. Now, out of these three, when we go to the ophthalmologist, what the ophthalmologist does only tries to correct the structural eye. When a particular age is crossed, then our eye muscles become very weak. Eye is always weak. So the eye muscles become very weak. Then we take the help of the ophthalmologist and they give us the glasses by which we can adjust our focal length. Vision is not given by the doctor. Only adjustment with the focal length. So the doctors can work only on the structural eye. Vision is expression of the mind through the structural eye. Three things together. So when the teacher says, Shrotrasya Shrotam Manaso Manoyad, that means it is that which is expressing through the structural instrument as a functional ability, that is the reality. Now if this is understood, this is only one example, then you can repeat it. Vacho Vacham, that which is able to express as a speech, that is the speech of the speech, etc. Now, Ati Mucha Dhiraha. Now, when you are Dhira, Dhira means Dhi means Buddhi, Ragatau, he who is living intelligently and not intellectually. Three types of people: those who live foolishly, those who live intellectually, and those who live intelligently. Foolish people are confirmed miserable. Intellectuals are intelligently miserable. And intelligent people are never miserable. See? So, the foolish people are only concerned about the external things. The intellectuals are concerned only logic. And intelligent people are concerned about being happy. But everywhere the question, why? Because the sky is too high. You don't get into that logic. Ati mucha dhiraha. Now here I'll just give you one very important principle. The principle is, we are caught up in this world only because of one or two words. One word is why, and second word is how. About everything, you can ask a question why. But why is like that? This is only Upanishad I was talking, and there are mantras here somewhere. And the mantras are Yan manasana manute yena ahur mano matam tadeva brahmatvam vidhi nedam yadinu upasate. You are all divine. Me, one small boy, about 6 years or so, his mother and his father were sitting in their house for breakfast. And for whatever reason, the father has to go for urgently, so he went. Now, me, that boy and his mother sitting and taking paratha. Then the lady started talking. Swamiji, my husband is very good, He has no bad habits. He is not outgoing. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't drink. Whenever a wife praises the husband, there is a bombshell coming. Anubhav. I am Anubhavananda. I am not talking only imagination. See, then she said, everything is but. I knew that but. But he is so angry at times, I just can't take his anger. So you give somebody to eat paratha, does it mean Instead of giving the dahi and butter, you give this for chutney? Complaints? So before I could talk, that boy said, Swamiji, may I tell Mama? I said, very good, Chela, go ahead. I was happy a disciple was born. And he told, see what Swamiji told us? He told, everything is Brahman. So, Swamiji is Brahman, you are Brahman, I am Brahman, Papa is Brahman. Then what? He said, like there are different brands of chocolate, biscuits, Marie biscuits, then Good Day biscuits, then Parle-G biscuits, different brands. So what? Therefore, Swamiji is a happy Brahman and you are a confused Brahman. And our Papa is an angry Brahman. These are different brands of Brahman. See, friends, Chakshusas Chakshuhu Atimucha Dhiraha. Don't get lost in these arguments. Why? And just simple example. Where we have not asked why, we have protected ourselves. Have we ever asked why the fire is hot? We never ask. Then we accept fire is hot. Thereafter, we start relating to that fire and that burning power of the fire in such a manner that the burning power is encashed to our benefit, is it not? In the same manner. Don't waste your time. Why he is like that? Why she is like that? Instead of that, encash that. Oh, this person is like that. Bewakoof banao and get your work done. See? Husband should always praise the beauty of the wife, and the wife should always tell husband that he is intelligent. You will never have fighting. This is what is expected. All the time you go, then nobody likes it. Go on praising, and when you praise somebody, it doesn't mean you mean it. Take life lightly. Don't become too serious in life. This is the only purpose of spiritual practice. So, Atimucha dhiraha. So, give up all these useless things. Then, Pretyasmat lokat. Loka means experience. So, I am keeping my eyes open and I am experiencing that you are sitting in front of me. I am talking and I am experiencing that you are seeing me. I don't know whether hearing or not. Seeing me. Now, in this experience, where is my attention? If my attention is on you, one option. Attention is on whether you have understood or not. Attention is on whether I am at peace with myself or not. Or attention is, I am wiser than you all put together. That will determine the quality of our life. Pratyasmat lokat. If I am worried that you people are not understanding, then nobody can make me happy. One day, one youngster asked me this question on some airport. That Swamiji, you are constantly moving here and there and keep on giving lectures, but the people do not change. Don't you feel frustrated? I said, look here, I am not a fool. On the contrary, I don't want people to change and improve. Because I survive on their foolishness. Continue to be miserable. My market is maintained. This I learned from the doctors. Any successful doctor never cures the patient. He maintains the patient. Similarly, any wise man never want the other should become wise. They should continue to be otherwise. Then, Mahatma ji, please come. Time ho gaya. Pritya smart lokan. Don't worry about the world. The world has always been like this. Rise above. Then where we rise, I am giving lecture. Forget about it. By your lecture, nobody is going to change. Then why are you giving lecture? Time pass. Be attentive. When you live this principle of time pass, I is not born. Like when we play with the kids, cricket or badminton or anything, that time we are just playing till the food is ready. We are not worried whether I win or I am defeated. But the child is concerned. I want to win. Like, some camps, the children ask us to play cricket. So then I said, I'll play cricket on my rules, not your rules. My rules are, I will do only batting. Don't ask me to run as a fielder. I will not do that. Second thing, I will not be out. My rules. Okay. Then I start playing. And then one child shouted, Swamiji, LBW. I said, I told you, I will not be. He said, I am not telling you are out, but LBW. I said, look here, LBW is leg before wicket. You can't see my leg. How can I be out? He said, Swamiji, you don't know anything. LBW means lungi before wicket. Out. You are divine at this moment. When you are happy, you are nobody. This status can be 24/7 maintained. We don't have to prove anything to anybody in this world. But our whole life goes in this struggle. Pretyasmat lokar. Don't worry about this world. This world has always been like this thing. See? What is new in this world? People get married, have children, no children. Then the children grow and then they also become parents. Going on and on and on. Sasyamiva martyaha pachyate, sasyamiva jayate punaha. Like the grass, we grow. Like the grass, we perish. See, friends, we are inviting problems in our life. We are here, be attentive, on a vacation. Whenever you are in that vacation mode, you are there to spend money, not to earn money. And the booking is only up to that particular date. After that, we have to go. Same way. Here we are on a vacation. Celebrate life. Don't calibrate. And be ready to go back. See? And when you are yourself wanting to go back, you will be happy. This is not our place, friends. See? Whichever hotel you may go, 5-star, 7-star, and after staying there for 5, 6, 7 days, you get bored. No, let's go and we go back to Jumritalaya. And in that small village, our house, this posh furniture and clean linens and everything spick and span. And we go over home, we pull the cot with 3 legs. 4th leg is the chair. And on that we sit. And then the musical melody begins. Hope it doesn't break. See? And then we just do the broadcast. Can I get a cup of tea like in the hotel? Sir, here? How many times you want tea? You are not supposed to reply. Keep quiet. And then you get a cup of tea. And a cup of tea is, the cup is deaf, no ear. And the lips of the cup are all broken. And it is not given with love and respect and friends. The joy in that is far superior than the joy in the five-star hotel. Is it not? Say yes. That is what life is. But otherwise, for us, study of scripture means becoming so serious, bal ki khal, hair splitting. Therefore, pratyasmat lokat, don't take this world too seriously. All experiences, good or bad, they come and go and over. So what can be done? Tan titikshasva bharata. What cannot be cured should not be endured. It is a pessimistic cry of English literature. What cannot be cured should not be endured, should be enjoyed. Conversion of endurance into enjoyment is spiritual life. See, friends. Otherwise, constantly complaining, useless. Therefore, pratyasmat lokad amrita bhavanti. Then you are, amrita means you are at peace with yourself. And see, the beauty is, even if you want, you cannot die. So here, amrita bhavanti, it doesn't mean we become immortal. We come to discover we are immortal. See. Now analyze this experience. Have we ever experienced our death? Nobody has experienced. Swamiji, have you studied that book, Many Masters, Many Lives? In that it is shown that she was born again, then she died, and blah, 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 blah. If you want to understand the meaning of death, see an English movie, which I saw 2-3 years before. The name of the movie is RIPD, Rest in Peace Department. And there, to cut the story short, 2 police officers go on the top of a building for investigating something, and in that investigation, both of them somehow started arguing with each other, and one police officer took the pistol and shot him dead. Now that person who was killed, he fell down. 30-40 stories. When he falls dead, he gets up. And everything around him is frozen. And he gets up and he goes to the Gabriel, and all the things are happening. They say his records are good, we can use him for our purpose. So he is given an assignment. He is not seen by anybody, but he can see anything. So he goes straight away to his wife's place. And he sees his wife is putting the dead body in the coffin and all that. And after some time she gets married. And all the things he's seeing, all Hollywood masala is there. After that, one day it so happened, she was coming in a car and some big accident happens, blast happens, the car is thrown in the air and everything is shattered, and she comes out of the car. Again, everything around her is frozen. She gets up. Now she and the husband put hands and head together and walk away. Now we think, what is this movie? The great subtle point. We don't die. The world is dead to us. When we wake up from the dream is dead to us. not me. When the childhood has gone, childhood is dead to us. We are not. The teenage has gone. Teenage is dead. We are not. Swamiji, stop here only. Because now the old age is coming. Old age will also go. You are the same. Pretyasmat lokan amrita bhavanti. Any experience, let it be good or bad, which begins in time, remains for some time, and ends after some time, is only an illusion. Like our lecture began, it will end. It's an illusion. What is illusion? As if I am talking the sense and as if you are listening with sense. I am bluffing and you are also bluffing as if you are listening. Pratyasmad lokat amrita bhavanti. Therefore only you have to change your focal length. If you are lost in the objective world, you are at the periphery of our personality. If you are lost in your sense organs, you are coming nearer to your center. If you are lost in your mind, you are still buffeted by ups and downs. And if you are in the intellect, you will suffer intelligently. And if you drop everything and come back from the periphery to the center, center supports all the circumferences. Take one center, 1 inch diameter, one circle. Same center, 2 inch diameter, second circle. Same center, 3 inch diameter, third circle. You keep on adding any number of circles. Is it a burden for the center? But can the circles exist without a center? No. Now go ahead. You are that center which doesn't have the circumference. Where it is possible? When your radius is infinite. Don't get lost in small little things. Udara hrudayanam tu vasudhaiva kutumbaka. And to do this, we don't have to give up anything. Only understand that this is all big drama going on. Whatever role we have to play, play your role beautifully, perfectly. And after the role is over, change your costume. See? Like, these girls who are born as human beings but want to walk like a cat. Catwalk girls. And to walk like a cat, how much sacrifice they do? They are not eating food, only calculating calories. How much calories burned. And the attention is only that particular figure, 36, 24, 36. Beyond that, there is no goal in life. And after that, they walk there. That's it? No. You play your role and relax. This relax mode can be maintained 24/7. In that relaxed mode, live your life. Like we are in the waking experience, like now, and then we are doing the things, preparing our tea, eating something, going for a walk when we are awake. Similarly, when we are in the dream experience, then we have got good or bad actions. In the same manner, we have to live in meditation, then conduct the life. We do not do waking. We are in waking. We do not do dreaming. We are in the dream. We do not do meditation. We live in meditation and then conduct the business of life. That is what it is said, Pratyaspat lokat amruta bhavanti. So what is living in the meditation is this only. Miseries come, yes, go through the miseries without becoming a miserable. Joy comes, go through the joy experiences without becoming a joyful. Think. Then, sir, you are confusing me. Please tell me how to know that reality that you are talking about. With what I can see. Like many people ask this question. That, Swamiji, have you seen God? So that boy, I told him. Why should I tell you? This is one important principle of life. This you will not get in any book. Principle is, you are not obliged to answer every question. People ask question, it is their mistake. But we take the question so seriously. The other day I told you probably in that evening lecture, one very sweet lady from Melbourne, she was telling me, so I knew for the first time when we were in US, and we had to cross the toll gate. So those days, those electronic things were not there. So we had to put coins or give the money to that person to collect. And out of default, they asked, "Hey, how is the day?" She said, "I switch off my car and told, I have come from India only 2 months before." He said, "It's okay, okay, go ahead." No, I just started now. I have to tell you. And behind her, a huge queue of cars is standing. She said, "But unless I complete what you asked me, how am I? I'm going to tell you." See, people may ask, you don't have to tell. It's okay, okay, very good. How are you? Bye bye. That's it. Similarly, don't get too much involved. So here that student is asking, with what can I know? How can I know? Because we all know only certain means of knowledge. So you have to drop those means of knowledge. The teacher says, na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vag gacchati, na manaha, na vidmaha, na vijanimaha, yatha etat anushishyat, anya devatat viditat atha, aviditat adhi, iti shushruma dhira purvesham, ye nastadvyacha chakshire. Na tatra chakshur gacchati. Don't try to see God. Means what? The truth is not an object to be perceived through the sense organs. Now see how simple it is. It's not difficult. I can see this mic. Can the mic see me? Mic cannot see me. Then my mind sees the condition of the eye, whether it's functioning properly or not. Can the eyes see the mind? Cannot. Then the consciousness or the life is expressing as a mind, but a mind cannot see what life is. Meaning, why this object, color and form, mic, is not able to see the vision? Because color and form has got specificity, vision is non-specific. The light that we see in electric bulb, with that light we can see everything. We cannot see electricity, how it looks like. Again and again try this. So what will be your spiritual practice? You close your sense organs and do not try to see something, hear something, smell something, taste something. Don't try. It is here many students get lost. I sat for meditation and such a wonderful light came. First it was red, then it became green. After some time it became yellow. But it happened only once. After that it never happened. What is the reason? Reason is first, you have been waiting too long before the traffic light. And now the bulb in the traffic light is fuse. Any experience which comes and goes is a play of mind. Any experience. There was one great saint who approached Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi, and he was a great devotee of Bhagwan Sri Krishna. For 3 days staying there, then he said, as I can talk to you, I can talk to Bhagwan Krishna, I can see him. Now what more is there in spiritual life? Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi didn't answer for 3 days, and then he said, that is a play of mind. Be very attentive. I am taking food. Can anybody decide whether my hunger is satiated or not? But I am taking food and I go and ask, hey, excuse me, I have taken food. Is my hunger satiated? Nobody can tell. If my hunger is satiated, you will have no question. So what is abidance in the truth? When you are left with no question in your life. Do you have a question whether I am or I am not? When I am not, option is not available for us. To say I am realized, I am not realized. Who can help such a fool? No, but that day when I saw the light, what should I do? Go and check with the electricity department. This is one simple rule. Anything, let the God come and go. These are the tricks. If we don't have the courage to accept the truth as it is, then take tabla peti and start running on the road. See, friends. Therefore, na tatra chakshur gacchati na vak gacchati, meaning what? This self is not the object of sense organs, because it has neither color nor form, nor smell nor taste. The sense organs can function only in these 5 objects. Then na vak gacchati, vak is the organ of speech or organ of action. Therefore, the truth is not the result of any action. I have done meditation and therefore I am realized. Before meditation also you are realized. And what is realization? Non-optional experience. None of us have the option whether I am or I am not. This being and knowing is simultaneous. It is not in a sequence. I know, thereafter, sometime, I exist. No. It is simultaneous. Because existence and knowledge, they are not two. See, friends. Therefore, what will be the sadhana? Drop anything that is received through the sense organs, drop anything which is achieved through the action. So, then further after there, na manaha, or drop all that which is felt by the mind. I felt something garam garam going up. Oh, it was a gas trouble. Nothing to do. Nothing goes up, nothing goes down. All the wrong notions must be hammered out. Or else you'll get lost only in this thing. Like, in one of the places, they teach these various kind of pranayam and kundalini, etc. And then they have got yearly functions. And in that function, they have those students who have done their sadhana, they sit. And then they have to, with that kick that they get because of the kundalini, they jump like a frog. And then, like the long jump competition, they measure it. He has done better, you are not done better. He started again frogging. It has nothing to do. There are no levels, higher level, lower level. There is nothing to achieve. There is nothing to lose. See, friends. Therefore, there is no guilt. I could not do meditation this morning. Oh God, thank God. God was very happy. Today he suffered less. No manaha, no vidmaha. In Pennsylvania, in Pittsburgh University, after my talk was over, the professor said, Mr. Swami, you have presented all the concepts so well. I said, I differ with you, sir. I did not talk concepts. You are an American is a concept, subject to change. You are a husband is a concept, subject to change. You are a professor is a concept, but you are is not a concept. It is the reality. Therefore, na vidmaha. Neither the mind, you can't feel Krishna, Krishna, Krishna has come and gone. He was bored of you. Oh, cha. Anything which comes and goes, don't become sentimental. Those who are sentimental, they are preparing to be mental later. Don't get carried away by all those things. Then we come to this intellect, don't make it a concept. North, east, west, south, these are concepts. Space is not a concept. Be attentive. Taste. But taste by itself is not a concept. Sound. Harsh sound, soft sound, melodious sound. These are concepts. Sound itself is not a concept. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasagandha. On them, specificity is superimposed. Thereafter, they become concept. In the same manner, the pure existence, on this, some concepts are superimposed. I am man, I am woman, I am young, I am old, I am rich, I am poor. Only concepts. But I am supporting all the concepts is the reality. And therefore, na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vag gacchati, na manaha, na vidmaha. I don't know. And the most important thing, na vijanimaha yatha etad anushishyad. And we do not know how to teach it to the students. Then we have come to a wrong place, 100%. We cannot teach. See, this whole Upanishad, what is the reality is never told. We don't know how to teach. No, sir, we have come for this retreat. You just say, don't. You have come here for the retreat to treat again and again. Good food, enjoy. That is the purpose of the retreat. See, friends, न विजानीमः यथा एतत् अनुशिष्यात्. No, sir, please, please, tell us. So the teacher says, okay, listen. Whatever my guru told me, that I am going to tell you. My guru told, Anya devatat viditat atha aviditat hari. The truth is other than the known and the unknown. What is the truth is not told. Other than the known and the unknown. What does it mean? Work on it. Now see how subtle the thought becomes. Known is waking and dream. In the waking and dream, everything is known, 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 known. In deep sleep, nothing is known. Aham kimapi na janami. In samadhi, nothing is known. So when it is said that the truth is other than the known and the unknown, what does it mean? The truth is other than waking, dream, and deep sleep and samadhi. Now start working. Waking comes and goes. I have never come and gone anywhere. Dream comes and goes. I have never gone anywhere. Deep sleep comes and goes. I was never absent. Samadhi begins and ends. I never began nor ended. Nothing can be said about the truth. You have to only discover it. In 15th chapter, Bhagavan says, Sarvasya chaham hridi sannimishtaha mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha vedaisya sarvai ahameva vidya. I am the essence of everything. I alone support waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. Jnanam, waking, smriti, dream, apohanam, deep sleep, chakarat, samadhi. I alone support all of them. Therefore, sarvaihi vedaihi ahameva vidya. The purpose of all the scriptural studies is to know who is this aham, who is supporting everything without becoming anybody. This is the meaning. Anya devatar viditat atha aviditat ati. Don't make it a concept. If you make it a concept, you start teaching others. Chalo Brahman dikhate. See. Other than the known and the unknown. Known is the effect. Unknown is the cause. In our houses, we have got the vigilance officers. Old people in the house, they are vigilance officers. Now youngsters keep on coming, going, doing this, doing that. And these vigilance officers are constantly watching. These days, our Dabbu is constantly looking at the fan. There must be something wrong with him. Find out, koi hai kya? Is there any girl that he wants to get married? So, he hasn't told anything, but the effects are seen. Then an enquiry is set. Why are you looking at the fan all the time? Why I had to take your permission or what? I look at anything better than you. Again, looking at the fan. The effects are seen, effects are known. Something is bugging him, something is disturbing him. See? And then Unknown is the cause. What is the cause? She said no. So, who is he? Other than these two. Before, he was running after the girl, he was there. After the girl denied, he is still there. So, who is this man? He is this. Again and again, work on this. Therefore, what is the reality beyond cause and effect? If the truth is beyond cause and effect, one of the most simple spiritual practices, don't get into why. It is like that only. But then what happens? We are constantly wanting to talk. So something is, Swamiji, why do you put on kada? Okay, I'll not put on. No, I don't mean that. Because tomorrow you may ask, Swamiji, why do you put on clothes? What is the reason? There's no reason. Yes, I put on. We go on scratching the questions because we are not at peace with ourselves. Constantly extrovert. Therefore, when Bhagavan said us that na tatra chakshur gacchati na vak gacchati, that means any experience which falls in the purview of sense organs, organs of action, mind and intellect, you drop all the four experiences. So neither we have to see anything, nor we have to do anything, nor we have to feel anything. In one place, there was some function, I was invited, and then their Mahatma came, pant shirt, and above that a big frock to cover that with the shoes and all that, and lot of pom 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 dum 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 dum. He came and said. Then everybody was given flowers, so I was also given. There were some friends with me. So when they were going and giving a flower to him, do namaskar, when I got up, my Swami, you don't get up. A useless man. What namaskar will you do? I said, look here, I do namaskar to the stones. He's a human being. He's not worse than a stone. And then he started his meditation. Awareness is an outdated subject. The Atma, you have to feel. You have to feel. And when you are doing, the whole audience. See, now tell me, how can you be miserable in this world? Full of fun, jokes. Because awareness is outdated word. We should discover new something. See, friends, na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vak gacchati, na manaha, na vidmaha. Most of us make concepts. And the concepts are subject to change. Earlier concept was appendix should be removed. Now the concept is bring it back. Earlier concept was you should not eat ghee. Now the concept is you should take bath in ghee. Earlier concept was you should not eat coconut oil. Now they tell every day you should drink at least half a liter of coconut oil. Concepts are subject to change. That which is immune to any change, avyaya, that is our essential nature. Therefore, anya devatan viditat atha aviditat adhi. Don't try to conceptualize anything. That which is other than the known and the unknown means that which is beyond the scope of cause and effect. The moment you drop cause and effect, you have transcended the mind or the intellect. Cause and effect is only in the intellect. But then how to do that? There is a technique if you really want to work on it. There should be one altar in our life, whatever that altar could be. A person, a book, a principle, a temple, a god, anything. Wherein you ask no questions. Then you transcend the cause and effect. See? When we surrender, we have transcended our I. This is what devotion tells us. Hari Icha, no logic, no reason. You have gone beyond the intellect. And therefore, a devotee is never miserable if he is a devotee. See? With this understanding, when we live, then the meaning of this mantra becomes obviously clear, distinctly clear to us. Then it is not difficult. Therefore, na tatra gaccha surgachati vagachit means rise above all the known means of knowledge. Now, how do you see the mic? Through the eyes? Very good. How do you hear? Through the ears? Very good. Are you there? Yes. How do you know you are? I see myself? No. I hear myself? No. I touch myself? No. I feel myself? No. I conceive myself? No. But I am. Our being does not involve any known means of knowledge. Because known means of knowledge have got their limitations. Like eyes have got the limitations, they can see only colors and forms. Ears have got limitations, only they can hear sounds. Mind has got limitations, it can only feel joy and sorrows. Intellect has got limitation, it can only have concepts. When there are no attributes, smell, taste, touch, etc., sense organs are useless. Organs of action, it is not created, it is ever there, they are useless. It is not a joy or sorrows, mind is useless. It is not a concept, intellect is useless. How much time and energy it will require for the pot space to know that it is a total space? Do we have to break the pot? No need. In the same manner, we don't have to become divine. And then start observing. The total space attributes, total space supports everything, but doesn't get contaminated by anything. Good. Now come in the pot space. In the pot space, you keep the milk. The milk doesn't touch the space. You keep the liquor. Liquor doesn't touch the space. Therefore, outer space and inner space is one and the same. Out and in is only because of the walls of the pot that we have given importance. In the same manner, the self that is beyond in and out is beyond cause and effect. Beyond the known and unknown. Therefore, if somebody says, I do not know, he is a fool. Other says, I know, he is a super fool. Because the truth is beyond the known and unknown. After having told these three mantras, thereafter, Now we have to practice this knowledge. So to practice this knowledge, next 4 5 mantras are given. And those mantras are very enchanting. Yadvachanam viditam yena vagabhyudyate tadeva brahmatvam vidhi nedam yadidupasate यन्मनसा न मनुते येन आहुर्मनोमतं तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदं यदिमुपासते यच्चक्षुषा न पश्यति येन चक्षुगंषि पश्यति तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदं यदिमुपासते यश्रोत्रेण न शृणोति येन श्रोत्रमिदं श्रुतं तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदं यदिमुपासते यत्प्राणेन न प्राणिति येन प्राणप्रणीयते तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदम यदिनुपासते. These 4 5 mantras, they are called as abhyasa. We are practicing this knowledge. How do we practice this knowledge? After lunch. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.